how did you come with this idea to buy a truck?
I said, shall we live in a lorry? And you said no.
No.
Yeah.
That was it.
Whoops.
So before you had a van?
Yeah, we had a little, we call it a Citroen Dispatch, but I think you guys know it as a Jumpy.
Yeah,
Which we never really, it was kind of an idea that, because we quite like camping, so what we thought we'd do is sort of build this thing so that we could get all of our camping gear in it. And then, yeah, because we had a big bell tent at the time. And then we could kind of go away for weekends, but we could go away a bit further because, well, we could sleep one night and then get to, I don't know, get to Scotland or somewhere or whatever. And then we went away on holiday in her and thought, this is way simpler than putting up tents and stoves and things, just sleep in the van. So, yeah, we then just did every holiday, we just went away in the van because it was just dead easy.
And then you came to the idea that let's get a truck.
Lorry.
Do you know what? I don't actually know how that happened. I remember suggesting
We really have no idea how it happened.
because we were going
joking.
to sell the house and move to somewhere up in the mountains and you know, and just sort of live a little bit further away, but in a nice little cottage. And then we didn't know where to go. And then I don't know. And then all of a sudden we just thought, just move into the lorry.
Yeah, it's really quite complicated. We just had loads of stuff happen, and so in the end we were like, oh, let's just build a truck and just do this, and that was it, really.
Yeah.
And generally is exactly what happened. It got very complicated, and then we just went, well, okay, let's just do it, and that was
Quick
it.
jobs.
Yeah.
But you moved out of apartment, like you have no apartment back. Or...
No.
Not now.
Yeah, so this is
home.
This is
This
it.
is
Yeah,
it.
this is
This
the
is it now,
only
yeah.
place we have. Yeah, so it's.
And how did you find exactly this? Like you were going for MIN or you were just any lorry?
I just started. I wanted to do. What is it? It's so random. Some of this is because it's then like, what van do you do? So you think of a van. So you think of like a panel van, and then I kind of thought, well, the thing is, if I buy a wrong one and it's rusty or it breaks, then I've got a problem because my whole house now needs fixing. Whereas I thought if we bought like a Luton van, you know, or horsebox, Luton van, if something went wrong with the whole lorry, I could just unbolt it and put this on something else if it came to it. So that was quite sort of
Yeah, and I said
quite
we
useful.
wouldn't live in a horse box.
Yeah, never live in a horse box. That was another thing. Yeah, so no lorries, no vans, no lorries, no horse
Honestly,
boxes. I don't know what
can't make
happened.
this up.
It's
You
crazy.
really can't make it up. Yeah. So we went and viewed this one, the first one.
Yeah, she was close by where we lived because I thought, look,
Yeah.
I need to just we need to go and see one and just see if it works space wise, or whether we want to go 3.5 ton, or whether we do want to go 7.5. Let's just have a look at one close by, not very far. It was like 15 minutes down the road from where we lived, and just thought, you know, have a look. And we went there and went, yeah, I'll do. That was it.
The same day you bought it or still had
No,
a
we
slip-
went home
slip over?
and then.
Yeah, sleep on it a bit, but it was kind of like, well, because we then looked at other ones. It was like, well, which one's a bit more expensive? This one's another couple of thousand. And you look at it, and it was beautiful, this other one, but it was all done out for horses. And we thought, well, I'm going to just tear all of that out, so the extra money, it doesn't buy us anything.
Oh, here you had like metal things, like for
Yeah,
horses.
yeah, we had a big wall through here. We had the ramp at the back, and
Yeah.
oh,
Well, I mean, but this was a couple of grand cheaper, Maisie was, because inside this area, which was their living area, it was really bad. It was really bad. It was, yeah, you wouldn't at all.
Okay.
Which is why it was so cheap inside, because it was just really bad. Whereas the other ones we'd seen online were a couple of grand more, and it was nice, wasn't
yes,
it?
they all look quite pretty, but you
But
think
we were going to rip it
it's all
out.
coming out.
So how much was this one?
3,700, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe. I got a
3,000,
couple of hundred
3.5.
cheaper, didn't we?
Yeah,
3.5,
about
I think.
3.7, 3.5.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Pounds.
Yeah, pounds. Yeah. So, but she was all good underneath. You know, the chassis all rock solid and still good. Still good. Bit of rust on the cab, but you know, but it was all solid. Ran low mileage. I can't remember what she's done. Well, she's done 160 something thousand kilometres now. So yeah, she was really low mileage. So one of the first jobs, obviously, to do was to sort of just strip everything out, and because I hadn't got a clue what we were doing. And everything that was in here was really heavy. You know, they're like the horse dividers. They weigh a ton. and there were 2 of them. I mean, they were
Oh, wow.
just massive to get out.
Oh.
And then all the wall, because they've got the dividing wall, don't you? That was all on box steel frame. So angle grinding bits out, and I thought I was stupid. I thought, take everything out. How long's that going to take? I don't know. We were working full time. I thought a week, 5 days. You think, yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Just take all those bits off. Yeah, it took a month. The floor was a nightmare because it's all bolted. Was it bolted? No, it's all screwed through to the cross members, and they don't just put sort of 1 screw, 2 screws, 3 screws. They were all about every sort of every 100 mil there's another screw, and they all had to be cut out. Yeah. It was just a nightmare. Oh, I remember when that last bit finally came up after weeks. God, it was so good. Yeah. And then you see that all the chassis and everything. I think, right, clean all the, because on the cross members there's little bits of like just surface rust. That's it. Clean all of that up and then paint all of that, and that took ages. I thought we'd have the whole thing done in 2 months. Not even close.
So how long it took to build it all?
Well, it's a bit difficult because we sort of then did some bits on the road, but I thought we would park up. We parked up on our friend's land and did the work there, and I thought 2 months later we would drive off that. 4 months later we drove off it, but without running water, without heating, without So I was like, yeah. But she was sort of more or less as it is now.
Completely
after 2
different to
months.
who she is now.
Yeah, completely different, but sort of done.
Yeah, totally different to who she is now.
Only had shower and
had the shower, and then on the road we got various bits done. Got the running water sorted, got all the plumbing finished. I think the heater was in. When we left.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it was October. Well, it was November the 16th.
Yeah.
And we had to have heating because we were in the UK.
So yeah, talking about the build, about the interior design, how did you have layout? So you had the shower, but did you have the layout on the paper, or you just were doing while building, deciding? And what was the inspiration? Did you look for somewhere to get some samples to make some blueprints, kind of?
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of searching on Instagram and various bits on YouTube to look for people with similar vehicles and kind of how they'd done layouts. And then we originally we wanted to try and do it on. There was some free software where you could kind of design and make all little boxes and things like that. And I started playing with that, and I thought it's going to take longer to learn this software than it is to build.
We were just constantly up against time. And that was our problem because we had lots of stuff going on in the background. So we were converting our house and building a little annex for our youngest son to live in, and that was taking priority. And lots of stuff was going on in the background. Very boring. So it gave us really little time to think about Maisie. So we started going, what do we want? And then we just basically in the day came in here with bits of paper and
gaffer tape
and just tried to walk. And all we could do, and this is where we got it quite wrong, but all we could do is base the van on how we lived. And when you live in it, when we're now in the van, we don't live like that anymore. So for me, priority was a big kitchen and the shower. It wasn't about sitting down, because in my life I never sat down. I was on the go all the time. I didn't sit down until 7:30 at night, by the time I'd done the children and work and dogs and So we built the van based on our lives as it was and living in the UK. And then when we started living in it, we were like, we only had those 2 little sofas there. The dogs always sat here. And then
because you get things, because you base them, I suppose, on you try and make a house, and you don't. You want to make a van. Because like with the shower there, because we thought we walk the dogs get muddy. You come in, you think through the door, put the dogs in the wet room, perfect. And we just never kind of did that. It just didn't all sort of work out.
So one thing we wanted to do is sort of go away in Maisie before she was built to kind of understand her and understand that life, but we didn't do that.
Get a chance,
we didn't get a chance. We were just constantly running against time, So it was just like, oh, this'll do it. Oh, we'll be all right.
we think sofas should be this big. We think that should be this high.
Yeah,
We
that'll be
think,
fine.
you know, it's not until you then come away. And also, Europe's very different from the UK. But for starters, you have sunshine, which is just, you know, does make things slightly different. And you think, oh, we want to live outside a bit more as well. So, you know, just sort of certain things not quite right. But we've changed a fair bit around.
Yeah. Hence why
you're now sitting on a
sitting
sofa
on our, in our
and not
shower.
on our toilet.
It's comfy.
Yeah, it's better than sitting on a bed.
So now, there's still things I do, and change her again, but I'm 95% happy with her inside now. There's a few little things, but
but there's some things you kind of, because certain other things sort of set that design, and I didn't realise. It sounds silly, but I didn't realise certain things. So you sort of, you know, well, you know, we have a water tank down, they have this tank here. So I don't know how to get plumbing across. So we do it all closer. And actually, some of the constraints I sort of put on could have been easy. You know, I mean that locker there, sort of, that was an old tack locker, and it used to sort of come into about, I suppose, sort of like here. And I was like, I keep that because I can put all the heaters and things in it. Now I probably would just go, do you know what? Actually, it's a bit awkward because it means certain things can't be in certain places. I'd have just got rid of it. Whereas getting rid of it at the time was like, I don't know how am I going to, you know, close the door up? How am I going
to learn as we went
Yeah,
along.
because I'd done IKEA flat pack and then did this. Because you know, it's the same.
And how was the downsizing process, and how has it been working so far, living? Is it exactly as you imagined it? So let's start with downsizing process. How was it?
Downsizing. How did we downsize? We threw everything away.
Sold everything.
Yeah.
Was it
Charity
difficult
shop.
to give up stuff, to sell it, to decide which one you keep, what must go, what must stay?
It's slightly easier for us first time round because we still had our house.
Yes.
So we just basically kept quite a lot of stuff, and it all went in the loft of our house, and then my sister moved into our house, so she lived there for a period of time. So it wasn't too bad, was it? Second time round,
Yes.
again, actually, it wasn't too bad. We just
No, we got
just got rid of everything.
You realise that actually you might have 15 t-shirts in there, but you probably only wear 6 or 7 anyway. So you know, who cares? Just throw that away. You get less materialistic, I think.
Yeah. The thing was, when I sold the sofa, then that's when I suddenly had this. Oh my god! I put it up on Facebook. Didn't expect it to go, and I thought it wouldn't go, and it went, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then it was sudden that realisation that, oh my god.
It's happening.
Yeah, not
Yes.
when I gave up my job. It was when I sold my sofa, you know, you just think, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is happening. You know, this house that we've brought our children up in and we've lived in for so long. And all of a sudden it's like, as that sofa went out the door, I was like, oh, what are we doing? What?
And was it hard to make this decision, to quit the job and to change your lifestyle completely?
No, not that, because even though I
No.
loved my job, I didn't fit. You ask any of my ex-bosses. But no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't giving up the job. No, that was fine. But doing this, we just wanted to travel and do things.
Have time.
Yeah. Not be a
remember-
slave to it all.
I remember you got asked a question once at work, didn't you? Gina came home and sort of told me that they were sitting in the office, and it was like, if you won the lottery, what would you do? And Gina's answer to that question was, oh, you know, I think I'd buy a van, I'd travel around Europe, and they looked at her and went, you're planning to do that anyway? It's like, oh yeah, there you go. So actually, yeah, lottery win I'd just do this. So therefore,
Just
it
make
was
it
the thing
easier.
to do. Yeah.
You wouldn't have to worry about money, but.
And I suppose also, I mean, I remember somebody asking you as well, you know, God, can you imagine being here till you retire? And it was something like, oh, really? Working in his office? And I was telling you earlier, wasn't I? There was a guy at the factory I was working at who retired after 44 years. And you think, 44 years doing the same thing. And now he's got free time and he's, you know, nearly 70. No. I don't want to do that.
So how do you sustain this lifestyle now?
Well, we worked. Well, I was freelancing for a period of time, which was good money. 2 days a week.
Well, nice.
And that was enough money for us to live happily. And it was horrible. It was. I was saying earlier. It was horrible. We and especially when Brexit happened, because then the internet really became a thing. But I just really struggled with it, because any noises outside, I'd have to shut the doors and stuff, because I'd be on conference calls or I'd be doing whatever. So it didn't work for us at all. So we work at a campsite for 6 months in the UK, and then that gives us enough money to do this.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when you go back, you go again to campsite, or?
No, not this year.
Not this year.
No, this year we're taking the year off. We're not working this year, so
Okay.
it'll be nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be good.
Do you mind that you move? This is very annoying.
No, it's okay.
I did wonder.
and you're like trying to like.
Oh, you see.
Oh, you take my place now.
Oh yes, she
Just
always
tell
does
her.
that. Yeah. You still. Excuse
Just
me.
tell her to go in her
no,
bed.
You're
Leave
not
bed.
asking questions. Oh.
Because you're trying all the time swinging through.
Just looking through. Yeah, I could have moved it. But...
No, it's much better. No, it's not disturbing me anymore. Thank you. So, and how it works so far? Like, it's working exactly as you imagined it, better?
Oh.
Like, when you sold the house and you were like, you had something already in your mind how it will be. Like some
Like it is on
imagination.
Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be sitting there watching sunsets. You'll be wearing a thong. It'll be great. It's what the world's like.
And how it's been? Exactly the same.
Yeah, pretty much. No.
It's really hard to tell you, because we've done it through the 3 COVIDs.
Yeah, COVID decided to make it slightly different.
Yeah, so the first 3 months of doing it, we were in the UK, and he's writing a book about that. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Everything went wrong.
Yeah, everything went
Oh
wrong. It
my
was
god.
hilariously.
So we had that, and then when we came out, we had 1 month. First, we had 1 month in France, trying to get used to living in France, in a foreign country, in the van, and then COVID happened. So then we had 3.5 months we didn't move. We stayed on farmer's land, and he let us stay, and we just stayed there. So,
we were like the worst travellers ever.
yeah.
It was terrible. It was really cool though. It got us quite used to living in the van. That did. Because as I say, we were there for 3 months, and there was a river running by, so we were purifying water from the river, washing clothes in the river, and just being used to this sort of being home.
Yeah.
So that
6
was
mile
quite
walk.
useful. 6 mile walk to
Get
go and get food and stuff.
Because we'd taken Maisie up this, basically we'd taken her up this road that had got smaller and smaller and smaller, and to a point I had to get out of Maisie and pull this tree so then Hyppo could get by, because we'd seen the spot, because we'd walked it and gone, yeah, looking up, yeah, it's fine.
It'll be okay.
We won't hit anything, it's fine. Didn't think to look at the width. But we did it. It was no drama. It was fine. So once we
When
got
you say
there,
no drama.
once we got there and done this stupid 3-point turn, where oh my god, I thought I thought she was going to go the way she was wobbling so much.
Yeah.
And
it's a bit bumpy.
yeah, we got there and we were there. That was it. So we were like, we're not moving her, and we didn't
No.
for 3.5 months.
If you would do it again, would you do something different?
Quit earlier?
No.
No, we couldn't really. You needed
No.
children. You're not allowed
Yeah,
to
we
just.
had
You're
to-
not allowed to just kick them out onto the streets and leave
We had
them.
to wait for our kids to move
Yeah,
out.
apparently they have to move out first.
I think I would have spent more time with the design of Maze,
Okay.
because we did have to rip half of it out and start again. So I think I would have,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
and I would have definitely have done that slightly different. I would have done the kitchen a bit different.
Mm.
I wouldn't have listened to your restrictions. Yeah.
I didn't understand plumbing. The thing is, you approach the job because you've got the skills to do some more things
Don't have
now.
to defend yourself for being useless. It's okay.
I'm only a bit
I'm only
useless.
joking. But that's what I do.
Yeah, I think that's
You do 4-wheel.
Yeah, but with no real reason other than they're just really cool. But she can't hear that because she might not start in the morning now.
Yeah.
That's it. No, I think maybe a few bits tweaked here and there, but that's about it.
So it would still go with horse truck and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Even though occasionally we go, you know, like we said, you know, if it was a bit smaller. Smaller is only useful when I'm parking. Now there's 4 of us in here. We've got loads of space.
One, don't we?
We do want to do another one, so we do a smaller one. So that's cheating. We're going to have 2. So, but that's the way to do it.
And we're going to get bikes, push bikes.
Yes.
And a trailer for the dog. And a push chair.
For the other dog.
For the other dogs, so when we haven't got the bikes. So instead
outside lockers.
Outside lockers, yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we'd have done things that much different, to be fair.
Okay. Did you say that you're writing a book or?
No,
yeah, slowly but surely.
Because
the first bit was just crazy, just stuff went wrong.
She's got a really sadistic sense of humour.
Yeah.
The van,
yeah, she's mean.
But she isn't. You see,
I suppose
we
not.
had a blowout. Our tyre blew. Our back tyre. We're driving along, and we did hear a noise, but it wasn't that loud. It was only because the car behind swerved that we knew something had happened.
Yeah. I didn't feel anything on the wheel.
Didn't feel any. There was no difference or
perfect.
nothing. And this happened in France. Okay, so this could have been anywhere, but no, she did it. It happened going down like a highway kind of thing, and literally all we had to do was drive a teeny bit to get off of the road, and there was the shop to fix
Tyre place.
the tyre place.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
It all happens. Every single time everything has gone wrong, things have gone wrong, we've always been able to. There's a place that then can fix it for us. It's like there.
Yeah, she's mean.
Yeah, but basically, the whole
electrics was it's like I was saying earlier with the solar, because the number of times she just refused to start because the starter batteries would be just empty. It's like, oh no, again. You know, trying to sort of trace wiring faults and things. The indicators used to fill with water. And then they'd overflow and they'd pour back into all the electrics in the cab. So you'd be driving along and warning lights would be coming up and you think, what's this? I remember one of the big things was the glow plug light used to come on. I'm like, oh no, something's really wrong with the wiring here. And I remember talking to the guy who does our servicing. He's like, Sean, glow plugs. He's like, yeah. I said, well, the light keeps coming, what's the problem? He's like, you haven't got any. It's like, okay, I can probably stop worrying about the light then. But yeah, we just had to keep doing things. This was the battery thing, wasn't it? There was one time we were on our way back to try and get things fixed, and the batteries weren't charging very well, so I had to leave her running, and I needed to get fuel. You think, I can't do anything, so we had to buy a jerry can, which you can do with the engine running. That was okay. Pulled up at Screwfix, engine running. Gina went in, bought jerry can, and now I have to try and fill this thing up. And the petrol station's like, no, you can't leave the van running. So I had to park up around the side, and I had to carry this 20-litre jerry can across industrial estates to fill it up with fuel and then come back. And I got there on the 3rd time, and the woman said, no, you can't. No, 2 cans per person. I've got a lorry. And I've got 100 litres to fill, and no, you can't. And there's this whole fantastic conversation where she sort of said, no, you can't fit up. So, okay, look, right, okay, can I bring the lorry round and leave it running on the forecourt? No, you can't. Okay, right. In that case, just imagine that my wife comes in. Can she fill the container? Yes. Okay, but it's going in the same lorry. It doesn't matter. It's a different person. One person, 2 cans. That's it. So, okay. Right, let's say she comes round and she's going to fill it, but I'm going to carry it. Is that still okay? Because she can't carry 20-litre can halfway across, an industrial estate. Yes, that's fine. Okay, she's also going to use this card, which is a joint card, because we only have the one card. Is it? Yes, that's okay. Okay, so you're telling me that she can go round, I can fill the jerry can, I can pay for it, but and that's okay. Yes, that's fine. Okay, can we do all of that? But just I'll come. No. I thought, okay, fair enough. So we just drove off in the end, and luckily we had enough fuel to get back. But yeah, it was just.
So there will be a book about
it? Yeah. I have to finish writing it, but yeah, I don't know.
So it will be just about the life in the lorry.
Yeah, just about that first bit, that first 3 months in the UK.
Okay. So it will be the first part, and then the second. follow second part?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so because the lockdown stuff was kind of fun.
When should we expect it?
Oh no, there's a very good question.
You're typing up the first draft at the moment. He's finished his first book, but
that's not about vans.
that's not about a van. That's about a flea, and I've still got to draw the flea.
Yeah. So she's
that's
holding
a
it
kid's
up.
book.
I've done it. I'm finished. That one's ready to go.
You said you'd like to have it done by the end of the year.
Yeah, if I could get both out by the end of the year, I'd be pretty happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting to read.
Yeah. Please do. One sale. Brilliant. One each. 2.
99p.
Yeah. Each. Yeah. That's nearly £2. Can't do the math.
And you do wood crafting as well.
Oh yes, but not really. Well, I was going to say not to sell. We sold a few at the campsite, and we sort of did okay.
Yeah.
But wood carving is
sold a
good
lot of
fun.
mushrooms.
Yeah. I made mushrooms.
And I sold fairy doors.
Yeah, because you were doing the
Oh,
painting.
you do too?
I do
Painting
painting
and oiling.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's
So
just
that might do something with that.
How do you see your future? Like first this year, for example, you will be traveling.
Yeah, this year be good. Get the van painted, and then explore. Really, we've got to do the 90 days shuffle thing, which is a bit of a pain.
Brexit pain.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who voted for that.
Yay,
Well
done.
done. But it's okay. It's not a sole point. Gloss over it. So yeah, but I think we're gonna kind of we've got to go back to the UK. Then we're going to do a bit of northern France, maybe a little bit southern France, and then we've got to go back again. And then I think we're going to try and do a bit of the shuffling. So we might explore like Turkey, Croatia, might go Morocco.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for giving us a tour of your charming tiny home on wheels.
No, that's fine.
Thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to read the book.
Yes.
Must be
Yes.
fun.
Just quickly need to write it. Won't be a second. Yeah, that's fine.
Finish it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get it done.
Thank you.
No, thank you.